Hello and welcome. First of all, I want to say welcome to our channel once again. I know it's been a long time since we've been here. And before we continue, I just want to make sure that we are live on Facebook. And I miss my lady Beatrice today. So I'm going to big you up, Beatrice, Beatrice, Beatrice. Good morning. I know it's been such a long time since we are here last. So let me see if we are on. Want to be sure that we are on, and not just that we are on, but you can hear me, because we are about to dive into something very crucial to me, and it's going to be a series that we're going to be doing in the next 7 days. So I had to come on YouTube and on Facebook just to bring this, assignment that I have burning inside of me for some time with you guys. So let me see if you can hear me. Assignment that I have burning inside of me for some time. Yes, we are live and ready to roll. So today is going to be our first day of Own Your Word Challenge. Yes, first day of Own Your Word Challenge. It's going to be a 7-day transformational confidence challenge. So I don't know where you are right now. I don't know where you want to be, but I welcome you to take a look on this amazing journey that I believe that after these 7 days, we will at least begin to find ourselves, if you haven't, and go from there. So let me know where you're tuning in from. I see we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are also live on Live Good Team Global group on Facebook. There's a reason so many people in their journey, especially their business journey, are having hard time to even kind of like stay and stick with their business journey. So, and that is why I want to really start from where all these things start from. It's not about signing into a business or joining a movement or a company. It's about you and I, first of all, recognizing who we are, and wanting to strive to give the best that we can towards whatever it is that we are doing. So once again, is your lady Joy, and I'm here because this has been in my spirit for some time, and I couldn't help but to bring it. Just went live, just went live. Oh, just went live. I will tell you when I done. Okay, leader. Yes, so I had to come here because this is very dear to me. And I don't know about you, but there's so many people that are stuck. So are you ready to break free from self-doubt? We've been talking about this particular topic for some time. Step into your authentic self, right? And own the incredible world that lies within you. That is what we, looking at in this particular, topic today. We are going to actually be, organizing ourselves to own our what, like, know who you are and now walk towards who you are. And today is going to be the first day. I'm not going to bombard you with the 7 days system one day. I'm going to take it a day at a time so that you can come back to this video and watch the process that you should take on your first day. So today we are going to be looking at uncover your unique strength. As simple as it sounds, without you knowing the strength that you have, without you understanding the level that you operate from, it's going to be hard for you to actually even begin to think that you want more. Because everything starts in the mind. And I'm going to say it. My first daughter wake up today with me since 5:30. And I was there, before she came up. And she asked me, she said, "Mommy, you remember what happened last night?" I was like, "What happened?" She said, "I told you, Mommy, to wake me up by 5:30. I know for some time now, I've been having hard time to wake up. Even by the 6:30, you try to wake us up. But for no reason, something just, kind of like nearly even make me kick my sister off the bed at that particular exact 5:30. And I said, that is what we're talking about. That is the subconscious mind that we need to feed each day. That is very important in our lives, and people are overlooking it. That is the inner man that triggers what the eye can see. And I began to talk to her this morning about the power of the mind and the power of our, the spoken word, and the power of our thinking, and the power of, having confidence enough to know that you're worthy, you're worth it, you can get this thing done. Right? And that was what happened. So because she already programmed her subconscious mind to wake up by 5:30, she didn't need help this morning to wake up. And that is what this challenge is all about. Own your what. You are going to walk in a 7 days of a challenge that you're going to wake up every morning to own your what. You're going to wake up every morning to, want to dig deeper into the real you, because the real you is in the you. It's not in what people see. Some people say, do you even know what I'm going through? And you see all this smile. In the secret place where nobody is there, that is where you are, who you are. It's not in the loud place where you can actually camouflage your life or make it look like you're happy, but meanwhile, deep down inside of you, you're not. No. The real you is a spirit man that lives inside of you. And that is where the shift happen. That is where the success happen first, before you can even begin to manifest it. That is where the whole magic of whatever you want to achieve on this earth happen. And that is why it's very important that you begin to own your word. You begin to step up to your word. And the first day, you're going to start looking at uncovering your unique strengths, because it's those strengths that are going to help you to overcome whatever it is that you're going through. It's those strengths that is going to make you see yourself, see yourself unique enough, see yourself powerful enough, see yourself, worthy enough to tackle whatever it is that you're facing right now. It's those your unique strength that is going to bring out the best of you, that are now going to overshadow whatever it is that is trying to talk you out of your destiny or out of your self-worth. Because if you don't find yourself worthy, there's nothing anybody's going to tell you that's going to make you worthy. If you don't find yourself accepted, there's nothing anybody, people might even when people try to help you and say you're worthy, you're going to tell them, stop lying to me. I don't feel it. Even when maybe you won't say it in their face, but when you go in your secret place, you're going to begin to talk yourself back into who you are not. Because you're not those things you're talking to yourself that you are. You're not what people say that you are once is a negative thing. You're not what your mind, your natural mind is trying to tell you that you are. You are not. You are bigger than that. You have a spirit in you that is greater than so many things or so many people saying in your life. You have something that is more powerful than even you can wrap your mind around. So all you need to do is just to find that place that begin to accept you for you. I always say those days in the ministry, when women come to get counseling and all that, and even in the preaching, I always tell them that the you that is in you is what matters most. It's not what people say. Is who are you when nobody's watching? Who are you when you're in a place of, everything is going wrong and you're still, you naturally, you're still there. You're still pushing. You're still, facing the challenges the right way without actually letting those challenges break you to the place of unrepair. I met a lady yesterday, and she really needed kind of health help, I would call it. But she's one of these lady that just every minute, because they believe they are going through stress or whatever, they try to, they keep an addiction that is that is, bringing them closer, if you ask me, to a bad health. I won't say death, right? And when we try to tell her yesterday, we have a herbal drink that can help you at least flush all those, bad chemicals that are going inside of you due to addiction. Right away she starts saying, oh my God, it's stress. So many things is happening in my life. I can't take it. So just to cool off all the stress, I have to hold into this addiction. And I really wish I could break it, but I cannot. I understand. I know you're trying hard to break those addictions because they are not good for your health. You know that the doctors have told you to stop. You know that it's something that is going to destroy you sooner or later, but still you don't have the ability to do it. And that is why we are calling you to join us on this 7 days challenge, to just challenge your inner mind, to own your what, to see if, even taking your life through the road of addiction because of what you're going through, see if it truly what your future look like, if it truly what the real you. And that is why the first day in the morning session, this is not just going to be any other message out there or any other training out there. This is going to be a practical training I want you to join me to do. As many that are going through a place of self-doubt, or you going through a place of not feeling authentic, or you just don't feel that you're worth it, I'm telling you, I welcome you to join this challenge. And what are we going to be doing on the first day in the 7th day, right? The first day, we're going to begin with a self-reflection exercise to identify your core values. When I joined network marketing newly, I had a leader that always talk about, core values. What are your core values? What do you really most, what represent you? That's how I see it. Who are you? How do you want people to, see you? Or what is your, like what rules, if you ask me, bind your dealings? What is it that you no matter what is involved, you just know you can't do that. That is not you. So you have to begin to reflect on your identity, who you truly are. What are your core value? Where do you want to be? What are you actually, what do you want to achieve? That is what we mean by core value. What is it for you that you just want to, be known for? Like, what do you want to give? What are you here for? What are those values that you will put your life in line for? And reflect on them, exercise to identify them. Identifying your core value is going to help you begin to fight self-doubt. Because I was thinking about even coming to you this morning, I was like, okay, pushing aside everything you're going through and now focusing on whatever assignment God has placed you here for can actually help you in your journey. Because when you know that there's some people out there that even have it more bad, or that there's something you have that can help them, and you put most of the energies to create that place of trying to help these people that need this help, that you have the gift to help them, that is even going to begin to help you with self-worth, with self-confidence, with self, like identifying who you are, like understanding, okay, this is what I'm called to do, and this is what I'm going to be doing. So you're going to, begin with a self-reflection. You have to reflect on, on your core values. Find them, like genuinely go out. If you have to search it, if you have to think it, if you have to work on it, identify your core values. Identify what is it that is about you. What are your values? What are you standing for? Who are you? Who are you called for? Find those energies that you're using towards those doubts in your head, to now place them into the energies of what is going to help you and others, and don't just put you in the shoes of the only thing you came to do on this earth is you. God give us gifts so that we can be a blessing to people. So there's just a reason why you are here, and you need to find it. You need to work on it. You need to identify it. You need to, put it down. Exploit past success. Where have you been successful in the past, right? And moments where you felt most empowered. Those are the things that when you begin to wrap around your mind on them, it's not going to let self-doubt come in. It's not going to let you begin to doubt your ability to be great. It's not going to let you begin to be in that place where you can't find yourself, because you need to find yourself for you to find others. Some leaders are having hard time. Well, I have hard time in, even talking to people, or I have hard time to attract people to me, or I have hard time to deal with people, because you have not find yourself first. It starts with you. You have to find yourself, then you can now help others find themselves. Without you finding yourself, how do you expect to help me find me? And that's just it. And the third thing you do in the morning of your first day, in the morning time, the morning hours of your first day, is complete a strength assessment. I love that one, to pinpoint your unique qualities. Hey, every one of us have something that the next person don't have. I'm telling you, if you don't know, let me remind you that you watching me right there, right now, have something that I don't have. I here sitting down here have something that you don't have. Some of us might not even be that graduates to have something that can actually be given out there to help our community, to help our homes, to help, those that, God has called us to help. Yes, I'm telling you. So get it right. For the fact that you haven't find those things does not mean you don't have them. There's just something in you that can actually be a great thing for somebody, that you like that. How can that help them? Yes, you never know. So complete a strength assessment to pinpoint your unique qualities. What makes you happy? What makes you happy? I always say to myself that with everything being all right, and with me being in a relaxed mood, I will want to sing for the rest of my life. Like singing is a place, not just singing, because I really don't have all those voice that people have, but I worship. I worship. So my own part, if you ask me to write my, pinpoint my unique quality, right? Qualities. One of them is going to be singing. I love to sing. I just love to worship, and my kind of worship might be different from your kind of worship. And when I worship differently, because it's just something that flows from the inside, not because of the great voice I have, but because I'm a worshiper. So now you realize that I love to worship. That's one of the things I do that I like. So I can write them down in this particular 7 days journey of, owning my word, owning your word, right? I can write those strengths down and now put them, okay, I love to sing. Singing is something I want mind to do every day of my life. Another thing I love to do is that I love to connect. I'm doing these videos not because I can talk, as I always say, but because I love to connect and I love to give. I love to care. I have realized in the past 11 months being in my new organization that a lot of people are quitting, not because they know why they are quitting, but because they lack self-confidence. They just doubt themselves that they are not good enough. They can't do this. And in my journey over the years of running businesses, I realized that most people, think that business is something so big that they cannot do it. So they just refuse to even build something from smaller to a bigger, because they realize, okay, many people that started business failed, and you now use that as your own, stepping to whatever. Who knows? Maybe it would have been greater. So with that, I realized that these videos are going to help somebody who really want to own their what. So when this message came to me, I was like, oh my God, own your what. You know how many people would have loved to own their what if they know how to? And it's the how to that we've come to give you, not all of it, but some of it that can help you begin to find yourself. So that when you find yourself, you can find your business. When you find yourself, you can find your spouse. When you find yourself, you can find your career. You can find your talent. You can find your gift. You can find your qualities. You can find your sources. You can find whatever it is from the time that you find your what. Is how it is. There's no two ways about it. Mindset is what gets people to greatness, not even the resources, because some people have access to resources, but they don't even know how to manage the resources because their mindset is not right. But when you find your self-worth, when you realize that you're worthy, I can do this. Yes, I can. What is it? If I try, I fail, I try again. I didn't succeed last year does not mean that I won't succeed next year. You begin to, tell yourself the right things, program your mind with the right information and the right messages going forward. Then that is how you will now operate in the highest level or in the highest value that God has placed on you. And that is the truth. There's no two ways about it. I cannot be the one to help you operate. Some people you watch them are like, wow, they are very successful. But deep down in them, they are not fulfilled. They're just not fulfilled. There's nothing that I was listening to Hill this morning, Napoleon Hill, and writing the Outwitting the Devil. I don't know if that is the name, but anyway, that book. And there was nothing he did to feel fulfilled. There was nothing he did till he began his mission that he was sent here to do. But how will you find the mission that you were sent here to do if you have not made peace with yourself? How will you actually understand that that mission is why you are here if you have not even understand your own self? That is just how we go. So you need to find your what. And in the afternoon, the challenge you have in the afternoon is create a personal strength inventory. I don't know about you, but I love these things. I love the fact there is a process to help me find my what. Yes, there's a process for everything. And that is why the world gets so good these days. That you don't have to reinvent anything. Just go with the process that is there. And people have had massive, massive success by just following the process that is there. Most of these things I'm online saying to you is what I would have loved to tell my team. I would have loved to tell the leaders that are working with us right now. But I said, no, everybody in my Facebook, in my YouTube, in wherever you're watching this video, from is very important. And if you're new in this channel, hey, do me a favor, click that subscribe button because, hey, we are about to help as many that are willing to be helped. Remember that you cannot push a rope. I love when Timela say that. You cannot push a rope. There's no way you can push a rope. So as many that want to be helped, we are willing, my team and I are willing to help them. Those leaders are on fire, those leaders are ready, and those leaders want to change the world. We are watching, during the Thanksgiving, thanks to the man of God who took time from Wednesday night to Thursday to Friday to Saturday, even to Sunday, to just expose a lot of educational videos to my children, and it was so good. And I'm telling you, every child or every adult that they thought didn't want it, by the time they find their what, by the time they were able to understand why they were placed here, the reason, and why they should, make a maximum use of their time here on earth and change the world, no matter how small they did it. Hey, I'm telling you, they went for it. There's even a guy, a very young guy that we watched during that weekend, and by the time the teacher send them how to, send them, give them assignment to go and change the world. I even forget the name of the movie right now. You just skip. And that guy went home, and they were doing this pay it forward. The name of the movie is Pay It Forward. So the pay it forward strategy was find three people that you can do something for that cannot do it back for you. So the guy find a homeless, the guy find somebody else. He even died on the process of trying to pay it forward by just helping a guy that some other school children wanted to just beat to death, and they stabbed him to death. And he had another guy, or his mom, the teacher, he was able to, be a hero for the teacher as well, because the teacher was going through some kind of struggle in his life too. And he was able to leave the teacher and the mom together before he died. But what am I saying? From the time that guy found how to change the world, he went for it, and he was able to do. And it wasn't only him; so many other people, older and younger, they were just there doing their own small impact, even in their society. Because just one soul that you help means a lot. You don't have to change the whole entire nation to be named as a hero, but you can start with one person. And how can you start with one person when you don't even see your own life have a meaning? That is what this challenge is all about. You have to own your what. I don't know about you, but hey, I would love to dive more into this own your what. It's time to own our what. It's time to know that we are worthy. It's time to process our brain to know that no matter what we're feeling right now, all things are possible to them that believe. It's time to understand that we are not placed here to play small. We are placed here to be a voice for many voiceless people. And for the fact you're where you are, even watching me right now, having access to watch me, it then means there's something in you that somebody need. And how can you give it if you have not find it? You have to find it first before you can give it. And that is what this challenge is going to be. So, in the afternoon, the second thing to do is reflect on how these strengths contribute to your overall sense of worth. That's the first day. No, we are just in this reflection mode. Um, I was listening to one of my, I call her influencer. She's an influencer for podcast. Yes, and I was listening to her, and one of the strategies she was talking about to have a wonderful 2024. The very first one was just to, reflect on your dealings. Like she said on Sundays, take a journal and write how your week went. And she was giving like make a 3 months goal, and every Sunday visit what happened in that week. Don't wait till the end of the month, because remember, you have the weeks in the 3 months goal. So every week at the end of it, just reflect on how your journey went, how you started your Monday, how Monday went, how Tuesday, and keep those journals. See the areas you're gonna, work on, and the areas that you need to, even applaud yourself that you did well in them, and just, see how the next week is going to be. So that is why it sounds like the first day is all about reflection, reflect. It's being said over and over on your strengths. Why is strength very important? You really cannot operate in weakness. And for you to operate at all, you need to find your strength. What are you good at? It doesn't matter how you sound. It doesn't matter how you sound. People might try to talk you down and make you feel like you're nobody. But if your strength is in giving by even teaching or admonishing or motivating or doing your videos or whatever that you feel is your strength, that is the best place to operate from. I don't know how to say it. Even in leadership, whichever place that you think that you're just confident, like you can operate with confidence. You can operate with confidence. That's all it takes. Whichever area, or you can talk to women. Those are the people that you feel, good enough to speak to. Or you can talk to young ladies, or you can talk to men if you're a man, or you can, cook, or you can clean. whatever it is that you realize is your strength, find joy in building from there. Find joy, because that's the only way. That's the only way that you can get this life do the right way. If it's not coming from the place of strength, it will never push far enough. I'm serious. If you're not operating from the place of strength, you're going to always quit whatever it is that you're doing. Because once that weakness take over you, is a talk out strategy. It will talk you out of whatever it is before you even realize it. But if you're operating on a place of strength, then what to what? So you're going to push to the end, because you know that no matter what happens, you're happy doing what you're doing. And the last thing is set an intention for the week based on your newfound understanding of your strengths. Set an intention. Set an intention for the week based on your newfound understanding of your strengths. You have to understand those strengths. You have to write them down. Remember, you take inventory of them. You have to create a personal strength inventory. You have to. And when you have lined them down and realize this is the place I operate more fluently, more courageously, more powerfully, however you're going to put it, then now set an intention. Set an intention. Walk from those places of strength. That is going to be your assignment for the first day. That is going to be our assignment. So let me recap how we are going to do a 7-day transformational confidence challenge. A 7-day, let me say it again, transformational confidence challenge. We have been so programmed in our mind that we are nobody that it's time to reprogram ourselves. You're watching me right now from wherever you're tuning in from. And you might say, oh, it's not affecting me. There's nothing told to me in the past that's affecting me. Till you understand your level of, your level of belief increase enough to subconsciously fight those things that you've heard in the past, you're not going to push past the plateau of you not feeling that you want it. It's just how we go. Self-doubt is real. And it's stopping a lot of us. It's stopping a lot of people. Self-doubt is real. That is why women are being caged under the influence of, I'm just an ordinary woman. I know God has called us to be a support, to be a help, to be humble, yes. But at the same time, God placed in us something that we can give in a nice way to our generation once that voice is there and you've already recognized your own self and find you, then you can help the young women find themselves. I'm trying every day once my daughter wakes up early in the morning. I'm not letting those 5:30 wake up in the morning of my 11 years old child go in vain. So I don't mean you should be a voice on TV. You should be a voice on radio or on social media. No, I mean, even the one-on-one with my daughter means a lot. Once she wake up, like the other day, she wake up the same hour, 5 o'clock, came to the desk. I pack up everything and I began to talk to my daughter. I began to speak life into her. I began to even make messages for her more than I will make anywhere else. That's my responsibility. But I need to find myself to be able to help her find herself. A lot of women need to find themselves to be able to help their daughters find themselves. Because if your daughters are not seeing the reality of life in you, they're going to live anyhow. And that is the problem. And you're like, oh, I'm fighting addiction because of what I'm going through. And a child is watching you. A child is going to emulate you or resist you or just live in a kind of life that she's not feeling fulfilled because of what she's seeing around her. And that is why I'm calling women. This is mostly for my women. I'm calling you to join me on this 7-day transformational confidence challenge, because we all need it for our generation, for our life, for our daughters, for our siblings, for our niece, for whoever is looking up to us. Because a lot of us don't even know that people are looking at us. People want to be like us. But how would they be happy enough to see us fight to have a voice, because we refuse to find our worth? We refuse to find ourselves. We refuse to reprogram our mind to the place that we can truly be of a help to these young people. That is who we're calling for this. We're calling you to arise every morning and speak life. All the addition we are trying to use as a help to what we're going through, reflect and ask yourself, how far have this thing helped me? That's what we mean. How far have this thing that I've been doing, let's say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, just to fight my inner man, how have it helped me? And how have it helped my daughter? How is my daughter feeling with this place I put myself in the name of, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve it. Why should I leave? Everybody hate me. Self-talk, self-doubt, lack of identity. And now your daughter is watching you go through all those processes. And that is why in school she's acting up. At home she's acting up. And you wonder why. But she's watching you even without saying anything. And yes, we're going through a lot as parents. But does that justify us to do things that are going to affect our children the wrong way? Or our husbands? Or our community? No. Rather, we find ourselves. Find the inner man that God has placed in us. Find the place of strength that we can operate from a place of joy and run. I came on YouTube to see my lady Beatrice because I know I haven't been here a while. Maybe she's working. But whenever you watch this, Beatrice, I love you. And I hope everything is fine with you. I know it's been so long since we've been on YouTube, fighting different things. But now we want to do this challenge. We want to, we want people not to get into 2024 anyhow. Remember, we are working on bold belief secrets this season, and all this is in it. You have to come to that place where you know who you are. For us, like for me, Pastor Joy, who you are in Christ. He said he has given us the spirit of boldness, of sound mind, of peace, of power. What is all that to you? What does that mean to you? What is that to you? Reflect, right? Begin with a self-reflection exercise to identify your core values. That's the number one exercise on the first day. If you want to start tomorrow, sure, let's go. Now, secondly, explore past success. Those things you have won before. Think on them and moments where you felt most empowered. Those will help you begin to find yourself, begin to know that you are worthy, right? Complete a strength assessment. That's the morning hour to pinpoint your unique qualities. You have them. You have them. Every one of us have them. So pinpoint them. And in the afternoon now, before the end of the day, create a personal strength inventory. Those things that make you happy, write them down because you're going to work with them. They will help you build back yourself. They'll help you stop the addiction. They'll help you give you reason to live. They'll help you give you reason to see your daughter who is watching you and say, okay, I'm going to live for Princess. I'm going to live for Michaela, my son. I'm going to live for my son. I'm going to find these good things that are about me that I've done maybe before I have them or after I have them or before things went rough, before, businesses fell, before marriage fell, before divorce happened, before sickness happened, before whatever. I'm going to find them back and I'm going to create a personal strength inventory for myself. which I'm going to operate from. That's where I'm going to operate from today. That is your first day. And reflect on how these strengths, those things you wrote down, reflect on how those strengths contribute to your overall sense of worth. See how you feel when you sing. Like for me, how does it make you feel? Are you feeling fulfilled? That's what they mean. Those strengths that you see how they help you with a sense of worth. But we're trying to make sure that you own your worth. You know who you are. You know that you're worthy. You know that you're here for a reason, for a purpose. You're not just here. You're here for something. I'm serious. And that's what we're trying to build. And then lastly, set an intention for the week based on your newfound understanding of your strengths. I love every one of those assignment and practice. And hey, and in the evening now, I was waiting to round up with the conclusion. In the evening now, journal about the strengths you discovered today and how they can be applied in various aspects of your life. Visualize yourself confidently utilizing these strengths in future challenges. Yes, daughter of Zion, you can do this. And if you look at, I'm going to put this on the YouTube channel. I'm going to copy it and paste there so that you will see what our first day challenge, even on my Facebook, you see what to do on your first day. This is serious. And I'm going to see you guys again tomorrow as we continue to the 7 days. At the end of the 7 days, everyone that practiced this, I want you to put your comment below how we went, how you love it, and whatever more you want us to talk about. This time, we are going to be here to help as many that want to be helped. Remember, you want to be a leader, you need the right mindset. You want to be a great mom, you need the right mindset. You want to be a great business person, you need the right mindset. Without the right mindset, nothing is going to happen. Go and ask all the great people. Some of them have to shift into book to be able to make their first $1 million. Yes, just to make sure that their mind is right to the level they want to get into. Is everything is not as physical as you see it or think it. Most of the things happen in the mind and in the spirit before they now push forward in the physical. That'll be it for today. Is your lady once again. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm serious because this time is going to be greater than ever. We are here and I have more team leaders who are going to be coming on to just help us here. This is the helping season. You can't afford to stay down. The world is moving and it's your time to shine. Always remember that. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning. God bless you and bye-bye for now. Let me know if you watch this on a replay so that we can go from there. Let me know how much that's helped you and what else you want us to talk about as we run the 7 days together. Yes, 7 days together. We are going to run it together here, live and direct. Miss you, Beatrice, today, and see you next time. Bye-bye.